Hey everyone. All right, day 2 of Vlogmas. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this because it's kind of funny because I was actually speaking with someone. We were kind of talking about the whole dating stuff. And so I was like, they're like, how does this work or whatever? Anyways, okay, quickly, if you don't know me, because like I said, I suck at the whole video like hopping on and sharing who I am, because I'm like, okay, people, you know, they know my story, my video's out there. Quickly, my name is Ashton Meyer. I am a single mother of 4 kids. I run my own business, and I am passionate about just helping people get through adversities. I lost 100 pounds and continued to get healthy and fit. I could go on and on and on. But anyways, quickly, so let me talk to you guys about this. Okay. So somebody was talking to me and they're like, you know, how do you approach someone? Because, like, they saw my video talking about how, like, hey, I don't want, like, don't come up and talk to me about this or this or this. And so I had to clarify myself to them and explain them, because they're like, I'm kind of scared to go and really talk to a girl because I'm afraid they're just gonna be like, eh. So I was telling them, I was like, all right, listen to me here. Be you. First off, number 1, if you're looking for a relationship, be yourself. I can't stress enough how important it is to be yourself. You know, it's extremely important, okay? Because for me, for instance, I don't want somebody thinking that I'm somebody else when I'm not. And biggest thing is being raw and being real. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. When you're putting yourself out there, like, what I mean by that is being vulnerable. How many people, and men, I'm totally not knocking on you, but be honest, men are built with this pride, right? That's how you guys are wired. That's how you're built. You're built with this pride where, you know, you really don't want to share things that you've gone through or weaknesses and everything. And not saying that it's just men, but men and women in general. If you guys have something that you've gone through, don't be afraid to share that with people. Because that's one thing I'm going to tell you right now, is that if I've learned anything, be raw, be real, be you, be vulnerable. For me, I usually put my weaknesses out there. I put who I am out there. I put my, what do you want to call them? The things that people probably don't think are really beautiful, but I let people know what my weaknesses are, because I don't want somebody trying to fall in love with me, as we'll say, or start to like me for somebody that I'm not, or somebody that I'm hiding. Like, I hide behind things. Because nowadays, even on Facebook, right? You see people and they've got their filters. Like, is that really a picture of you, or is that a filter? Or is that really even that person, or is that a totally different picture? So if you're starting this whole dating process and everything, that is like number 1. I'm going to tell you, be as honest and as real and as vulnerable as you can be. And maybe I'm just speaking for me, but I cannot stand, like, my number 1 whole pet peeve thing is just the lying. Like, and I think everyone else too who is wanting to date, they're like, yeah, I don't want this whole, like, no. But even if you think about it in your own life, how many times have you talked to somebody and you've either made it seem a little bit more extravagant than it was, or you started to not really speak about a truth because you were afraid that that person wouldn't like you the way that you are, or if you were dealing with that battle or that struggle. Like, for me, I'm very, very honest when people, like, right now, no. I'm not looking for a relationship. It's not in my time. It's not in my calling. I have more things that I am, like, my number 1 calling right now is my kids. So I am not looking for someone. But let's say that I was. I'm very, very open with people. I'm like, hey, I'm a single mom of 4 kids. I have 4 kids with 4 different dads. I've been through a divorce. You know, I can tell you my whole life and not be afraid about my past, because my past does not define who I am. The things that I've been through do not define who I am. So if, like, what I could say, for instance, if I was, you know, looking for a relationship and stuff, what somebody could potentially do is just be like, oh, I'm a single mom, you know, and try to hide some of the things or whatever. No, I want to be as real and honest and as open as I possibly can, because somebody who doesn't like something that I've been through or have gone through, or even like weaknesses right now, like I know specific weaknesses in my life that I try to work on, or I know where the enemy likes to pry and poke at me. And so I know what I need to, you know, where I need to pull my strength at and from and stuff. But I want to be as real and honest and open, like I said, because I don't want people to be like, oh, wait a minute. No, I want you to love more specifically where I was, so that you can love me where I'm at now, and continuing to love me through a journey and a process. So I know that was kind of a long little thing here, but long story short, if you are looking for people, if you're in a situation where you're looking to date, or you know someone that's looking to date, my number one tip is being okay, letting down your pride and being okay with sharing things and being vulnerable about who you are and about what you've been through. And not only that, but where you're looking to go. Because what somebody sees as a vision in a future may not be the same as what somebody else sees. That is really, really, really important, that you guys are both okay with your past, and you let go of that pride, and you just be who you are, and you be real and vulnerable with your weaknesses and with the things that you've been through in your life, because that person is going to love who you were, where you are now, and where you're looking to go. Share your vision, right? I mean, for instance, let me just really quickly say this one thing. So for instance, if I am a motivational speaker, like I go out and start speaking at different events and stuff like that, I'm probably going to be traveling. And if the person that you're seeking is like, no, I'm not going to travel and I don't want you to travel, it just ain't going to work, right? You know what I mean? So share what your vision is in your life, as well as where you've been and where you are now. And be open with sharing your weaknesses and not be afraid of sharing that with people. Now, does that mean like all of a sudden go ahead and spill every single itty bitty No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying be open. It's so, to me, I think one of the strongest and most, what do I want to say here? How do I want to say this? See, sometimes I stumble over my words, or people just call me a squirrel. But what is beautiful, and I think that somebody who has a lot of courage and strength is someone who can speak about the things that they struggle with, or speak about the things that they even did struggle with, openly with someone, and being able to share that and not be afraid of what other people are going to think of them. Because again, like, I share my heart and what I've been through because I know that ultimately it can help someone else. And if they want to judge me about that, that's fine. Go ahead. Go do it. Like, I know who I am. I know where my heart is, and that's not going to change. So anyways, love you all. Hope that helped. I know it was kind of awkward and long, but that's my dating tip 101 for you guys. Maybe I should make more of those, huh? All right, see you guys.